Welcome back everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 2001 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 GSR TM Edition. So this now has 949 horsepower, 703 pounds-feet of torque from a 2.2 litre turbocharged inline 4, and it now weighs 2,309 pounds. Still has the all-wheel drive system it came with at stock, but now has off-road tyres and rally suspension to go alongside it. And it can only 0 to 16 3.44 seconds, 0 to 104.88 3 seconds, and go to a top speed of 211 miles an hour. So yeah, the engine that has been swapped into this, although it does have 949 horsepower to start with, that's all you can do with it outside of putting the anti-lag turbocharging on it. So yeah, a lot of power, but unfortunately you can't put any more power than this in this car, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a little bit down on power compared to the previous 4 vehicles that we've had outside of the Subaru Viveo RXR, which had less, but everything else so far has had more. But you know, it's hardly a heavy car at 2,309 pounds, and at the end of the day it was meant to have all-wheel drive, and yeah, certainly has some rally DNA inside of it as well. So yeah, should hopefully do pretty well. I have quite high confidence in this car, because like I said, the likes of the Mazda Furai never meant to have all-wheel drive standard, although the rest of the cars in this series so far have had that as standard. So you know, maybe that's not going to be too much of a crucial issue with this series. It's more going to be coming down to controllability. I do feel that this is a much quicker course than the previous one in the prior game. But I do think this is overall a bit more of a fun course than the one in the previous one. I certainly prefer the sharp corners and the hairpins and such on here. And this is not struggling whatsoever with all that extra power. We're looking at about 650 extra horsepower, which is obviously a lot. Deals with the jumps well. A little bit of understeer here and there, but nothing too dramatic. Slightly outbrake myself there. Big jump to end, and there we go. So that is the second fastest that we've had so far, and it's not a million miles off the Mazda Furai, but with that having all that downforce and very little in the way of weight, while also having 51 extra horsepower over this, yeah, ultimately that is still the fastest car we've had on this series by just over 3 seconds compared to this one. But we are, you know, nearly 4 seconds quicker than the BMW X6M competition. We're about 8 seconds quicker than the Toyota Land Cruiser, and about 9 seconds quicker than the Subaru Viveo RXR, which is still currently in last place, but not by a million miles. It's only just over a second behind the Land Cruiser. So yeah, but this Evo, yeah, done spectacularly well there, especially given it's dealing with a lot more in the way of power, and yeah, more in the way of torque as well. Granted, it does have less in the way of weight, but at the end of the day, you are asking a car that only had less than 300 horsepower to deal with 949. So yeah, big difference in power, but it handled it really, really nicely. No real major issues. A little bit of extra understeer here and there, which is probably due to the fact that the power is still split in the way that it was originally. So yeah, those front wheels are obviously dealing with a lot more power up front than they were to start with, but yeah, no real other issues outside of that. Handled the jumps nicely, got to some really rather high rates of speed, and yeah, the acceleration was there when you needed it. So yeah, fantastic car overall, and yeah, really enjoyable one to race down this course. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.